Okay, we gotta fix the thingy in a second, and maybe this will work. Let's see if YouTube is actually working, shall we? Let's just see. I don't know if this works. Oh, hang on. Come on, stupid mouse. Hi, guys. Give me 1 sec. One second. Eee. There we go. Okay. We have a technical difficulty alert, but hang on. I need to fix this. Actually, ooh, we could have some better ones. Look at that. It's nighttime, guys. It's freaky. Ooh, I have one where my head can get huge. Sorry. Give me a second. I don't know. Mono's pretty good. Anyway, we'll just stick to monochromatic for a second if that's okay with you guys, even though I look like I'm dying. If you don't like this view, just tell me and I'll change it. Give me 1 second. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Nope, that's not gonna work. I'm sorry, people, for watching me right now. No, we're not on camera. We're going to main camera. Thank you. Now we go. And pray that it's working. I don't understand this. I'm sorry, guys. It's supposed to be live events, and for some reason... Oh, never mind! Aha! We got her, we got her, we got her, we got her, we got her. We got her. Give me 1 second. You guys can give me 2 seconds. This is going to be a very interesting... Well, the plan was to have a very interesting chat. I can't say for sure it's going to be interesting, but can you guys just give me one... Hold off of a second, and... we will check it out. Right? I also need to do this. Give me 1 second. Only because this is live. I wish there was a way to pause you guys, and I can't. I'm sorry. Oh, right. This content is... Oops. Use of this content is... I need someone else to do this because I have fingernails. This is where I need a buddy. Prohibited. Okay. This is just like being in a, I don't know, something different where you should be doing this. And thank God I don't have any watchers yet, so I don't know if I can edit this once it's live, although we're live now. So just please bear with me. Please bear with me while we have this one moment of technical issue. Okay. Bomb. Alright. And we do this, and we do this, and we do this. And we go back to here. No, that's today. Sorry, guys. I think we're good, people. I don't know why they always put me under the entertainment category. Anyone here yet? No, eh? Well, okay, guys. Give me a sec. I'm so sorry as I sit here and everybody's just whatever. Alright. Are we good? I think we're good. Anyways, guys. Good morning. It is actually still morning. Oops, and I gotta turn the volume off. Because I don't want to hear this. Give me one sec. I think we're good, people. Yes, we know. Why they always put me under the entertainment category. Anyone here yet? No. No. Well, okay, guys. No. A sec. I'm so sorry. Hear me talking? I don't want this. I want mute. That's what I wanted. Okay. And I don't know if you guys like the black and white. Not so good. Okay, let's change this. We're going to put this back to normal so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I apologize for the little bit of a delay thingy that I just did, but at least this way, if you guys are chatting to me on YouTube, I'll be able to see you, okay? So, and that's kind of cool that this is actually a little bit quiet today. Couple things actually come on. It's just basically just a ramble, a talk. I was actually planning on doing this a bit earlier, and then I got on Messenger talking to one of my wonderful friends, and we just kind of kept talking, and it just sort of flew, but she actually gave me some really good ideas to talk about. But the first main thing that I came on to talk about was, you guys already know that I'm doing the jewelry things on eBay, or on eBay, on Etsy. That's nothing new. I did want to show you a couple of the pieces that came in. I got more pieces yesterday. I didn't do an unboxing because I actually didn't know what I was unboxing, which I guess is part of the fun, but I got these. In all honesty, I actually thought they were going to be a little bit bigger, but in this sense, I'm actually I think I like the size of them. So I got these little, you guys are going to need something to see. I got these little pendant things, so you can see them. This is a lapis lazuli, I can't say it, but lapis lazuli, whatever. This, you could make this, and like, these are just raw gemstones, set of whatever you want to call them. This could be a necklace made like this, where you would put it on a nice charm, and you have like a nice 5-point lapis thing. But I'm not doing that to these. So anyways, I'm going to show you them first. This is this one. This one is absolutely gorgeous, at least in my mind. This is the amethyst, if you guys can see the amethyst. It's so hard, I know my lighting is like the craps. But this is the amethyst, okay? And they do have holes in them, because if you can see that he's got a little string in them to keep them all together for me. So that's the amethyst. Now these two have got to be the most... I'm in love with these. I don't even know, like... This is jasper, but it's sea sediment jasper. And if you guys could see the colors on here, and I don't know how good my camera's picking up, but if you guys can see the colors on here, this one has 7, obviously. And same thing, there's little holes. I'll show you the last one. This is another jasper, but this one, I forget what you call this one, but this one is so pretty. I mean, every stone obviously is so unique. My big fat hands are in the way. Can you see them? So anyways, my plan for these, well, I didn't really have a plan in the first place. I was just going to kind of like stick them in as a stone in the bombs, but then I thought, well, you know what, these are actually like, they would make gorgeous, you know, like that's a gorgeous pendant, I guess, depending on who you are. So I've got some beaded or some jewelry findings and stuff coming. I've got 925 silver ones, and it's a little thing that you clasp on, and it goes through the little hole, and it becomes your I guess it's whatever you get to hold the pendant, right, to put it on the chain. So I've got some of those coming, but I was just wondering, and I don't know what you guys would think, and maybe some people like to find delicate pendants. Some of them are going to be kind of small, which I think they're very pretty. But I have, like I said, I have a whole bunch of other pendants coming now and whatnot. So, anyways, we were on the topic of stones today with my wonderful friend, and I'm going to call you Tiger today. Raoul. Just because. But we were talking about stones, and I mean, I didn't realize that I know people are, there's people that like stones, collect stones, whatever. But it's just sometimes very hard to find people who have the same kind of You know, like fashion, they're not fashion, but I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Interests, I guess. That's not what I'm saying. I guess passions, interests, whatever. So I was just telling her about how, like, where we used to live when I was growing up, we had this, like, we were on the escarpment. I'm still in the escarpment, but I'm just farther back now. When I was growing up, we had this field across the street from us, and we'd go out and we'd look for what we called shaker rocks. And they were actually like quartz or geodes or whatever, and you'd find a rock. It'd be about that big if you were lucky. Some of them were a bit smaller, but the average size was about like this big. Good baseball size. And you'd shake it, and of course, you know, you'd take it home, you show your dad, what the heck is this? He'd crack it open, I'd show you, and it'd be this gorgeous geode on the outside. Or geodes, or what's the other name? There's another name. My brain's drawing a blank right now. But we had those, and we had all kinds of different, really, you know, neat rocks and whatnot. So we were talking about that. And then when I lived at my old house before I moved here, I was always finding these gorgeous black hunks of rock. And I showed my dad once, and I'm talking like literally chunks and huge big wads of it. Well, my dad said because the house was built in the 1870s that they used to heat their house by oil or by coal, and they literally had to like chunk in and throw the oil into this wood burning, you know, fireplace, stove, whatever the hell it was, to heat the house. And it was cool because our old house had the old pipe still in the kitchen, and we just, you know, plugged it up and whatnot. Birds would get in. It was kind of creepy. But so anyways, I've since done research and whatnot, and I found out that it's not coal whatsoever that we have. It is actually black obsidian, or what's the other term? Apache tears. So we had tons, and it's sad that I've actually lost some, because we had some really big ones, but I don't know if you can see the really pretty shine on these. Like, you could see how I could think there was coal. I mean, there's still dirt in it from digging it in the yard. They were literally everywhere. I would be digging my garden. Oh, more coal. That's what I thought, right? And then, I guess the escarpment, it's a great place to have, because you're digging up stones. And Shane and I collect stones, and, you know, most kids pick up shells and stones and whatnot at the beach. No big deal. But the stones we were finding, like, just to give you an example, like, right now, I can't tell you what it is. I do know what it is, but I can't tell you at the moment. But it's really pretty. It's green. And then this, I do know. This is a tiger's eye. Like, who finds a tiger's eye just, like, chucked in the field? It was really chucked, kind of buried. But, like, who finds a tiger's eye buried, you know, when you go for a walk in a field? So we got tiger's eye. We've got these really awesome quartz. This is, by the way, in case you're wondering, Tiger, I found his box of rocks. So these are some of the rocks that we had collected from, like, when I was younger, and stuff he's collected when he was littler. I mean, look at these. Some of these I don't know what they are. I'm guessing agates or something like that. I'll have to look them up more. But we got that. Then, of course, everybody probably knows the natural quartz. And this stuff is like, we have a mine just around the corner. They literally dig this up, and people are, you know, it's for their driveways. Garden edge paths, whatever. I mean, this stuff is like a dime a dozen. It's everywhere, but it's still, sometimes it's just so pretty. And this was the stuff that was inside those shaking rocks that they had. And you would find this color. You could find pink, which I assume would be like amethyst or something to that. I guess it would be a quartz crystal. I can't really see it being any amethyst, but I'm not really sure. I never really got into it too much as far as that goes. But yeah, and I was telling her about how we had an Indian burial ground down below. When I was growing up, we had a park. And it's if you guys can look it up if you're interested in looking it up. There'd be the archives, obviously, in Canada for Ontario. Centennial Park was the park. And it was the late 70s, early 80s, I believe. And they discovered an Indian burial ground right in the up flat part of the park, which used to be the baseball diamonds, or is now the baseball diamonds. I guess it wasn't anything then. It was just a big, nice, flat park. We'd go see fireworks there and everything. And, yeah, they found an Indian burial ground. And I guess they did some history, and they found out where they stop and whatnot. But I was, like, I think 10 or 11, nosy kid. And, I mean, it was, like, 10, 15 minutes away. I just walked through the bush down by my parents and checked out the yard. And I got to tell you now, I didn't have the appreciation back then as I do now. Like, I almost wish that I could experience this now so that I could appreciate it more. But I'd be like 10, 11, sitting there beside these cool, perfect grave-sized holes with a body in it, okay, and roped off with sticks and a rope, and the archaeologist there, and actually talking and like shooting the shit with an archaeologist as he's digging and pulling out pottery and artifacts and all kinds of stuff. And that was like the first couple days. They did, I'm not 100% what they did with the bodies. I know they were moved because when we went back, like they dug for a long time, obviously, and people know you cannot build on top of an Indian burial ground. So I don't know if they moved the bodies. I know that's kind of like the Poltergeist movie thing you're not really supposed to do, but I do remember being there and there was no bodies in the hole after the fact, and they were just digging up like there was artifacts. And I mean, you have a small grave, but sometimes there'd be stuff inside and that, and it was weird because, like I said, living where I lived and. Little kids dig and lift up rocks looking for salamanders, toads, whatever. That's what kids do, right? And I can remember finding like arrowheads and just the stuff. Just to be so close to that stuff now, like I said, I wish I had more of the appreciation. Like when you're young, you're naive, you don't know. You're thinking, oh wow, they're digging up a yard. There's bodies in here. Like the body part kind of freaked me out. But I mean, I was literally from here to you, away from this hole, crouched down, sitting there, watching them and talking to them. But you guys can look that up. The park is Centennial Park. It's right across from Queen's Lawn Cemetery in Grimsby, Ontario, Canada. If you want to look it up, I do believe it was the late 70s. Could have been very early 80s. But there was a whole big thing. There was papers, articles. It's in the history, like, archives or whatever. So, they used to. What's pretty? You guys lost me. Or am you guys talking on here now? Uh-oh. Let me just check your chats on here. You better move your butt, Heidi. There she is. Okay, well, you're on. Okay, so Heidi's on here live. Are you on here too? I can't see. Oh well, surely I got two chats going. I can't see my face on here, so that makes it a little easier. So this time I'm semi-prepared. If you guys are talking here on YouTube, I can actually see you. I will be doing this, mind you, but I can actually see you. So that's cool, and I'll just say, I can tell you. Okay, so now you guys know. Oh, we all played in the dirt, right? Yeah, kids don't do it anymore, you're right. Although my one son, believe it or not, Shaney still likes to do the hiking and the mudding and the mucking about stuff, so I'm pretty happy about that. We actually had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and I was quite the proud mama, I'll tell you, because it's not often I bring, like, think of it, my oldest son is 20, then you have Shane, he's like 13, and then me, and all three of us went into the doctor's appointment, and, Shane went first and whatnot, and the doctor could not stop commending on how good my kids were and how polite and considerate and stuff they were, and she just couldn't believe it, because apparently kids in that age group are usually very, I don't know, she just said they weren't as good as my kids, so I was quite the proud mama right then. But yeah, so we got them all fixed up, and I'm not going to get into the doctor's appointment thing today because I just don't want to. But yep, Shane's all fine, doing good, and we got Liam all set up. He's got to go to an orthopedic surgeon. He's got to go for x-rays. Me and him both have to go for massive extensive blood work and a whole bunch of other stuff, and not the fun stuff anyways. So, oh, Heidi. Okay, so that's why I can't see Heidi, guys, in case you're wondering. She's on YouTube. She can't get on Insta Lively, and I understand that, Heidi, because you're not the first person. Apparently, a lot of people are having issues with, the Insta Lively. I actually did a report, and I reported it, that it was doing that, because even when I've already done a stream, and if I go back, because it says you can watch your stream and check whatever, it's always buffering. I can never get on to Insta Lively either, other than to record. So I did, contact them and said, hey, listen, fix your bug, because this is driving me absolutely bonkers. Crap, I had so much. Heidi, help me. What were we talking about that I wanted to talk about? She's my go-to girl. So, trying to think here. So yeah, we did the stones. Oh, I got a couple more. Did I show you the rings? I don't know if I showed you guys the ones I got. I tested them anyways. If I showed you already. Yes, I think I was testing, or was planning on testing them. when you guys were looking, and yes, they are all silver, thank God. Real stones, thank God. And I actually contacted him to make sure, double check. What was the other one too? Someone asked me about having really big rings, like size big. And you know what the problem is with that? Like, I did buy specifically... Do I still have them? Okay, I need you guys' honest opinion for these larger rings, okay? Large rings are so hard for me to get, for one. And they cost more because the size is not like a popular size. But I just find they're not as pretty. Well, maybe it's just my guy. But I just want to show you these couple. And I need honest opinions. And I still, like, I know the stones are a huge thing right now, because that's my whole plan too, is the Reiki stones and all that stuff. But I'm just curious, oh, what happened to my other druidsy? Or druid, what's it called? Druidsy. Druid? I don't know. Druids, what do you call them? How do you say it? Druidsy? Actually, I think someone got that one already. Well, I'll be Monkey's uncle. Alright. Anyways, seriously. When I say I have the bigger sizes... and they're different and more natural, like the thing, which I think might be okay, but... So what do you guys think of this? It's just, like, I mean, he did... I mean, I could have probably made this, but I just don't have the good silver that he does, obviously. It's nothing spectacular. I would just... If I had to guess for sure, someone that this would go would be someone who's, like, so into the natural, Reiki healing, whatever. I mean, that was a thought. I might keep it for that. But it's a really pretty stone. I don't know if you guys can see it, but, like, seriously? Look how huge it sticks up on your hand. Like, would you not be worried that you're gonna, like... Like, it is pretty on. I have to admit it is pretty on, but it's just... I don't know. It just... I don't know. What do you guys think of stuff like that? There's this one. Where's the other one that I had that was this... Oh, yeah. See, and this is the other one. Like, to me, this looks like... I mean, I know they're good stones and they're real raw stones and whatnot, but I just don't want anybody to go, oh, great, she gave me this. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is a labradorite. And it's just a raw, big, gorgeous labradorite. And I don't know if you guys can see the awesome color in that. But like I said, again, it's a raw stone, right? And a lot of people and a lot of my customers... See, that's freaking honking huge. I don't know. I may have to save these for something, but it is pretty. But a lot of my... customers, and you guys have seen, you guys all know that I have, like, sort of used to a certain type of style that I do. Like, it would be more like, actually, that's a really nice 9. That kind of idea, where they're like, you know, the big pretty stones. So I'm not really sure, like, basically to me, that looks like I could have went like that and stuck that on it. Even that would be flatter and nicer. So I don't really know about these, or maybe I could use them for the... Just do a couple of Reiki healing bombs with the rings instead of just, you know, instead of just pendants or just things. I don't know, these are the 2 rings right here that I've had them for a while. Kind of hanging on to them, because I really don't know... I don't know what to do. This one, I think, by far is my favorite as far as a stone goes. He did a really good job. It's a beautiful setting. It's flat, right? It's not gonna, like... What am I get on this hand? Oh, yeah, easy. It's not gonna stick up super high. Plus, you got a ton of silver to actually, that you can see. But that one's pretty. Now, if he had done me, or if I could find even someone else that could do something with the stones like that, like, I think that is absolutely gorgeous. I think that's so pretty. I may have to keep that one. That's my problem. But yeah, no, I'm having a really hard time with the big sizes. Like, I mean, this one's pretty. I did a good one. He did a good one here for me. So, what's flashing colors, Heidi? Okay, hold on. Sorry, Heidi said something too. What's flashing colors? Yeah, you're right. See, that's true. Yeah, sorry. Like I said, the double chatting, hard to do. Heidi was just saying too, yes, some people do like the big stones. So the thing is, you know what sucks about that though, Heidi? It's hard because once I've made the bomb, Like, originally when I would do it, I didn't even put sizes on it. Now I'm putting sizes on it. So, for future references, the bombs have sizes. So, no one's going to get, like, a size 5 and their finger's a size 8. It's not going to happen. Everybody, I have sizes on my rings now. But, yeah, that's... How do I do that if I don't know what the ring is that's in the bomb? That's the problem. Right? Like, if I was to put one of these big stone rings in, and it's a stone ring, and okay, sure, the box says it's a size 9 and whatnot, but how do I know if they're going to get the Reiki ring or the nice ring? Unless I don't... See, that's what I mean. I don't know. I'll have to put some sort of coating on the box. That's what we'll have to do. That just means more stuff for my brain to try to do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, anyways. So, yeah, so we got these. We're going to make these into charms. Or pendants, so that we can show you guys. I went a little overboard on ordering raw gemstones and raw stones, so be prepared. A lot of my bombs in my shop, are going to be that kind of bombs. Scared me to Jesus. Speaking of shops, I have to tell you this. If anybody who's an Etsy shop owner already probably knows this, but I was so happy. They have done some upgrades on Etsy. And they've changed, like, listings. Like, say I had, like, 3 different scent bombs, okay? And, whatever. We'll just say a lavender, a lemon, and whatever. I had 3 bombs. We used to have to do 3 listings for the 3 separate bombs. Now we can do 1 listing, and it's got variations of, like, size, shape, scent, whatever you want it to be, and each one can have its own price. So, oh my god, it saved me, well, it took a long time to do, but it saved me so much work. So I've got a listing set up now. I know it says coming soon for the bling bombs, but it's set up from fragrances to ring bombs, jewelry, like, it's got all of them. Bracelets, charms, pendants, rings, all separate, plus each fragrance. It tells you if they're out of stock or in stock. It is the best thing Etsy could have done. I think the only other thing they could have maybe done, which maybe they can't do, it's maybe too hard. But I know when I was doing it, and like I said, they had the choice of scent or the choice of style, it would have been nice if we had another variation to add, like, say, just a fragrance. But I think the way they've done it is sort of combined, so it would be, like, it would say lavender, bling balm, ring balm, and it'll tell you. So they've done a very good thing. So anybody who's on Etsy, it's a really good improvement, and it saves us having to, it's actually saving on fees, because, when one would run out, you'd have to, how they do that, I can't explain it right now, but it's a lot better. Touch wood, so far as I've noticed, as far as keeping track of inventory, giving your customers options, that's a great one. Quite happy with that. So yeah, they've done some improvements. It's getting better, because I used to be on Store Envy, and I still have a store on Store Envy. I've just kind of closed it temporarily, or maybe for good, I don't know. But they had all that option. Like, you could do the variations of color, size, scent, whatever. It's all, like that. But they had some strange things about if you put it in the market, which was like their market, they charged you, but if you had your private store, they didn't. The thing is, you didn't get much traffic in the private store, so it kind of like you had to do the market. So what I was doing is I would just throw like 1 or 2 in the market, and hopefully they'd click back to the store. So I've actually got quite a few customers from that on Etsy because of that. I had to put a big note up when they ordered and said, move to Etsy, blah, blah, blah. So I just thought that'd be good for you guys to know if anybody's got an Etsy shop. And speaking of Etsy shop, go look at your shop, Heidi. It's awesome. Well, it's going to take you a bit of brain power to work, but... And speaking of Etsy, this was brought to my attention by one of my friends, too. I guess they went searching on Etsy. Sorry if you hear the guys upstairs are getting ready to go take Shane to another appointment. She was searching on Etsy for my shop, and most people I know just type in AtomicBalm instead of, like, the whole AtomicBalm Bath & Body or AtomicBalm Bath Bombs is another good search, but she just typed in AtomicBalm. And lo and behold, guys, there's another shop out called AtomicBalm. And I I didn't find it at first, and I kind of went, like, she showed me, so I kind of went and started checking it out, and I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, but that's cool, and it's a beard, what it is, it says AtomicBalm, beard balm. That's cool, whatever. But it just, I don't know, when I set up a shop, I have more information, like, I mean, you guys probably all do too. When you sign up for an Etsy shop, you have, like, your contact information, you put your policies down, you put, a little bit about you, shipping practices, all that. There's all kinds of information. Not to mention the fact that when you have a product, you have you'll put a description, at least you should, and you'll have, like, your ingredients and whatever. I mean, you want to make it look good, appealing, right? Well, looking at this shop, and I mean, maybe they're just new and just haven't really got the knack of it yet or whatever, but they have one product, which is fine, but when I checked the description, it was like, something made with the finest ingredients you have to offer, and that was it, and it was all in caps. So there was no description, really, per se, no information, blah, 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 and I don't know, it was just like, who does their ads in capitals? And then doesn't tell you anything, unless they want people to message them. Even the shop owner didn't have the shop owner name, it just put the logo and AtomicBalm. So, I'm hoping it's just a new thing. Like, that's my big thing, is I'm sure it's probably just someone's new shop and they popped up, but one of my friends messaged and said, hey, I was trying to look for my friend's shop and I found this shop, whatever. And the message they got was, oh, like, they knew me quite well, and that that I do bath bombs. I don't do bombs like they do bombs. Or something to that effect. I can't say word for word. This is just, you know, I can't say what they say. I didn't say it verbatim, but that was sort of the gist of it. And I thought, okay, that's cool, but then I got thinking about it. Well, if they know about me, you know what I mean? It was just sort of strange. And the fact, too, that they say I don't make bombs. Well, how do you think I came up with my first initial name of my business? It was AtomicBalm. B-A-L-M. I started out with healing bombs, lip bombs, pain bombs. So that was my very first thing that I ever made, was bombs. People know that I make the heat healing bombs. So for the comment to say something to the fact that, oh, we don't make similar products, and it's like... And for one, how do they not know about me unless they researched me first? Which still makes me feel fishy. Why would you? It's just, I'm probably paranoid. I'm touching wood. I pray to God I'm just being paranoid. But you know how stuff goes sometimes, especially for me. Right? You saw it too? Oh, God. Hi, Karen. I didn't know Karen's on YouTube part, and I'm on here. Hi, guys. I can see you on there, too. I'm waving at the computer like you can see me over there. It's just words. I'll be okay. But speaking of Heidi, what else did we talk about? I don't know if I should get into that whole, we were talking about the stones, but about the asteroid or comet crash landing in the field by us. You guys want to hear about that? We made the news again. There was, I always watch the stars at night, like, especially when the weather's nice. You know, I'll sit out back for a little while and have a coffee and, you know, my nasty... And, just sit and kind of check out the stars. And that's a topic for a whole other day. And it's only for a coffee chat. We'll not get into that one for any business stuff. That's just going to be up for fun. But anyways, yeah, you know how you see, like, shooting stars, or you'll see a falling star, and it's like this really cool, you know, the fire comet tails and whatever. Well, anyways, this was last year? Might have been the year before. All I know is I saw this thing falling and burning, and I'm like, wow, that is like so freaking huge. Well, it turned out it wasn't. I mean, it was huge, but not huge. It was close, and I'm talking like massively close. I literally saw it go down and like in the field, maybe 2 fields over. And I mean, it was crazy. And then, lo and behold, you know, you go downtown the next day, not thinking nothing about it. You go down to the town below, Grimsby, whatnot. Come back up, and the area is just I'm talking massively swarmed. There's cars parked down the street. There's people walking in the lines. Government people, science people, all kinds of equipment. And you know how when you do a search for like a missing person or whatever, and they do that line? Well, they're walking in branches of lines with their sticks and these equipments, and they're all just scouring the fields and going back and forth. Apparently they did find part of it. It was like this big. Don't know if that was the whole thing or not, because obviously when they burn and they come to the atmosphere, they burn up on impact. But they found where it hit the ground, and I'm sure there's probably stuff they didn't get, because when I saw it go down, it wasn't like this nice little one straight kind of poof ball. It was literally sparking, and there was stuff flying off. So I'm sure that there's pieces of whatever it was strewn all over the place. So yeah, a lot of weird things happen up here. They found a body in one of the neighbor's farmer's fields, missing person from like the fall before, and I think they said it was foul play. So there's lots of stuff, like, just because you live in the country and it's quiet and peaceful and you're surrounded by farms and stuff, there could be some really scary, cheesy shenanigans going on that you just don't know about. And I like to just keep myself to myself, but you hear about it eventually. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. I can't remember what else either. There was some stuff I was going to tell you. Yep. I was going to tell you guys some other stuff too, but I don't know. I'll make it short, I guess. I told you that I had to go to the doctors with the kids yesterday. I don't want anybody freaking out or nothing like that, okay? I'm good with things right now. I'm okay. But, we got the 2 kids checked up, and then they had to leave to check me out, obviously. Well, they found 3 cysts in my bosom, so to speak, and armpit and whatnot. So anyways, I have to go for mammograms and a whole bunch of blood work and all kinds of tests and all that crap. So just thought I put that out there. So if you guys see days where I'm kind of blah or not feeling 100%, or you don't see me for a while, I just don't want anybody to freak out. I don't want anybody freaking out. I want nobody worrying about nothing. I just thought I put it out there. I know it's going to slip out anyways, so I figure it's best if it comes from me than someone else. So as it stands right now, though, I'm okay. I'm fine. Don't know nothing until all the tests and stuff are done anyways, so just putting it out there. I probably shouldn't have said anything, so everybody not freak out, okay? Just, it's all good. All good. There's some things I've been told that I can actually do. One of my good friends, Trish, said that you can do. Just start beeping me, guys. No. One of my good friends, Trish, said, is it time? Do you pronounce it time or thyme? T-H-what? How do you spell it? It's thyme, right? Is that not how you pronounce that? T-H-Y? T-H-Y-M-E. Thyme or thyme, whatever. Anyways, you're supposed to take that oil and mix it with another oil and use that. So I'm going to try that, and there we go. And I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing because I love it so much. And we're going to get into doing the Reiki healing stones, which I had been planning on for ages anyway. And I also changed my shop policy so that I can ship to Australia, in case anybody, because I know there's people asking me about if I ship to Australia, and I know it's kind of pricey, but I said I would do it, so I'm going to be shipping to Australia. Not like huge amounts or nothing like that, but I will ship orders to Australia for you guys. Okay, so that's a good clear up. It is time. Why the hell do they spell it with a TH then? That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. Yeah, let's spell it time. That's like when they say knife, but it's not knife, it's knife. Why can't you just spell it N-I-F-E? Why do you have to put a K in front of it? Why do you have to screw up the frickin' English language? You wonder why it's the hardest language to learn ever. Is because people have no clue. Like, it is the hardest language. If I can speak not full Spanish, but I found learning Spanish was 100 times easier than learning, like, another language. French to me is all backwards, because you say everything backwards. Like, when you say a sentence, it's not like, you know, I need to go to the washroom. It's like, washrooms need to go. That's just how they do it. And I could never get French. Spanish, frig, easy as pie, you know? Una cerveza, por favor? That's one beer, please. You know, it's like, hello, it was freaking, I wish I could have stayed in Mexico. The place was freaking phenomenal, but apparently not that safe, but I didn't see it. We were all over the place. We even took their buses and went off into the woods and stuff, and we went to where the Predator was taped, or like filmed with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was awesome, but we even ate at the cafe where they ate their lunch, where the production team had it all set up to feed the actors and whatnot. Very cool trip. I did not want to come home. The only reason I came home was because I had 2 little kids waiting for me. Kinda had to, but I would have stayed there. I think someone just yelled at me. Did you yell at me? What? What? Why for? Can I do it later? Can you grab me? Never mind. I have to give away my bank card again. Can you guys wait? Or I'll just end it, I guess. No, I have to go pay the mortgage. So I have to go. He needs my card because I pay the mortgage. Because I pay freaking everything. Anyways, guys, I'm going to cut this short. There was other stuff I wanted to talk about, and I can't really for the life of me remember at the moment. I apologize for that. I was supposed to be doing bombs. It started raining today, but it's actually stopped. But it's hot. For freaking March 1st, it feels like July 1st. It is so freaking humid and sweaty and disgusting. But I have to go attend to this. I'm gonna pay my dues, like, you know, you have to. If I want to keep a house roof over my head, I guess it's best to pay the mortgage, right? Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go, and on that note, I'll probably come back if I'm gonna be making and farting around with something. I thought it was gonna be a cupcake day or a lip balm day. I have to make a ton of lip balms. I've got my tins. I'm making some retro liquor lippers, or lip liquors, or I can't remember what I called them the other day. What did I call them again? Lick lippers or something? That's what I was going to call them. But yes, I'm making some retro lip balms with the slider tins. I also have the normal tubes. So anyways, guys, on that note, I'm going to head out. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to turn the furnace off before I melt away. And you guys, I'll talk to you guys both later, next time, okay? So I'll catch you guys next time. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you when I see you. I won't stop.